Welcome everyone to today's presentation on Next.js. Over the next 15 to 20 minutes, we will explore the installation and setup for Next.js. Now let's dive into today's agenda, such as installing Node.js, Node.js command line command setting, which contains setting up Next.js, configure project structure, and finally run the Next.js project. And now let's talk about setting up our developer environment. You should have Node.js version 18 or higher. Node.js help you with the all sort of backend things like setting up your server, building command line tools, and scripting. So let's head over to Node.js official website and download the latest version. You can download the latest version by clicking on this and set up your Node version and make sure to follow the instruction and select npm package for installation. Now, in this presentation, I will be using VS Code as my editor or IDE known as Integrated Development Environment. Of course, you can use any other code editor. Now, let's open up the VS Code. And before opening up the folder, we will install some extension for our code usability, which we are going to use throughout our presentation or course. In extension panel, search for ES7. Click on it and install it. And same goes for our extension for Tailwind CSS. These will provide our, so in this panel, search for ES7, look at the extension ES7. This extension gives us code snippet to generate React component quickly, and Tailwind CSS intelligence for generating snippet for Tailwind. Then let's head up to the Explorer and open up the folder. Create a folder in whatever name you. Now it will open up the folder which you have just created and which you have just created. Now within the VS Code, go to the three horizontal dot, then go to the terminal and select new terminal. This is going to open an integrated Visual Studio Code terminal. Inside in there, write npx create dash next dash app @latest. This will create Next.js project within the current archive. Just press enter and we don't need to change anything. Now it is asking what is your project name. We will just going to present enter and nothing more. Would you like to use TypeScript? No. Would you like to use ESLint? No. Would you like to use Tailwind CSS? Yes. Would you like to use source directory? No. Would you like to use app router, which is a new function? Yes. And would you like to customize the default import alias? Import alias allow you to define shorter and more descriptive name for file, path, or module instead of its full package. This can help to simplify code in a complex structure. So we will not customize any default alias. We will just press no. It will take some time to configure project. Don't worry if it's processing like this. Now you might be wondering, do we have to learn all of this? No, you can always look up to the official documentation of Next.js for installation and any query. Just like that, they have provided every little installation step, every changes they have provided in newer version. If you have any doubt related to newer version, you can just follow the official documentation. Now let's look at the full structure. When you explore the file in the folder, you will see the F folder, which is the most important folder in the Next.js app. Inside the app folder, you will see layout.js, app, app.js, global CSS, and favicon, which is not that important, but these are the most important file for now. You don't have to worry about the rest of them. They are for the complex structure and application. Layout file. Layout file, which is a basic React component, as you can see, that return an HTML and a body element. This represents the common layout for our pages. Now, inside the body element, we have a children. Inside the body element, we have a children, which is replaced by the pages dynamically at the runtime, depending on where the user is in our application. As a result, any code you write within this file, such as p tag, hello world, will be displayed on every route page you create. Additionally, layout.js file also allow you to customize appearance of your HTML document. So you can customize things like language and modify meta tags for all the pages, and can also add links and script tag and even font as it creates in this case. This file allows you to personalize the behavior of your application by providing common layout or template for all of the pages. In most cases, in conclusion, if you want to add component which is consistent across all the pages, such as navbar and footer, add them into layout.js file. Next is page.js, which is a home page for our application, nothing more than that. And folder beside a page is global.css. Global, as you can see in here, we have a tailwind imported. Tailwind, that thus we can use the tailwind throughout the application because global.css is imported in layout file. So every single route inherit it, and it contains CSS which are globally same, like background color, margin, padding, and etc. So this is the file structure we have talked about, and let's look at the PDF PPT. So now let's look at the command line control panel commands. First, we have to write npx create next dash next app latest, which set up everything automatically for you to create a project run. Then configure a project, which will automatically generated, and you have to configure them for yourself automatically, which contain basically almost no for beginners, and you don't have to do anything else. Next is the file structure, which we have already discussed in our VS Code, which contain four major component: app, page, public, and source. App is our app router, pages contain in our pages router, and public contains static asset to be served, like images, video, and source folder contain application source folder. Sim, and that's conclude our presentation for today.